From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Check, check. Walk with before. Walk with before.
Clock now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he cuts it right. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 91. 65. 65. 5.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. You go tight. You got tight. Hard, hard. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
I know you feel that.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Right there. Leo. Yo, cheetah. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 53 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
60 outlaws.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in. Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 43. Rock it. Be careful.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it brings up third down.
On the set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. He's checking. Look, squeeze.
Throwing his lock on third down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Exit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Lock. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Lock to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch your slant. 57's Mike 57. Hey, Sam off. Check 15.
From midfield, here's Lock. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lock now on 1st down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a time. An injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Running right, it's Dorsett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Dorsett, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 59.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Look at me. Go. Hey, Charlie.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Come on,
Lock now. 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn. Hey, Steve 6. On the book. 2.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Atlanta.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way. Fair. Alert 3. Hey, orbit. Get it.
On first down, Locke. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Five. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike, check.
To throw on third down. Patterson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there.
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, zoom.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throwing on third and long. Patterson, and that will be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready? 50, plant. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Here go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
On the ready.
Locke now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Get.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hard, hard. Hey, here we go. Shoot, shoot.
Now Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Leo. Go on. Showing that. Watch the eye. Rock it. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That one caught by Gibson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. He had to escape the pocket there when the blitz came, but give him credit. Kept his eyes downfield, made it work.
And that's when I think a quarterback is really playing at a high level. When you see a guy have pressure in his face, find a way to escape, and not just immediately look for the sideline or a way to get down, but to keep his eyes downfield and try and find a target. How about the way he finished off that play? That was impressive.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Watch twist. Slam. General West.
On first down, Locke, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Shit. Roll out. Shit. Hit it.
Throwing on third and long. Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Locke going to go on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
You can't stop me. Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Let's go.
Back to throw. Patterson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On the set. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Hey, exit. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. No gain on this defense, no gain. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike's 59. Hey, Delta. Pretty quiet. Mike, check, 59.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
I got it. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. All day, pump. Check, 55.
On fourth down, Patterson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Touchdown, 49ers, as his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Clock now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Throwing on first down. Lock. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Hey, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10. Lock. And he will find his man on the outside.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
bombers. We need 2 jet bombers. Let's get it.
Kamara. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Into the red zone, it's locked. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Go! Mike, check. 59. I'm here all day.
From the gun, Patterson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Thomas. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On the ground, Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hey, seam 6. Let go.
A lot going to throw it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Another day. Smooth. Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Hard. Check. 25. Check 25. Ready.
Locke now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Leo. Hey, Orbit. Fire.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Bravo.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 6-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. After the turnover, here's Locke. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,